Hi, everybody! Now, second verse, same as the first. I'm undergoing the absolute ridiculous task of trying to platinum Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance because I love this game. It deserves to be platinumed. I've platinumed much worse games than this. Let me tell you about My Name is Mayo. Please don't let me. Alright. So, from the second verse... No. I wanted to do story, not continue. That's right. Anyway, we're, Oh, wow. Is the game too loud? Is the game too loud for everybody to hear? Or too loud for everybody? I feel like it's too loud. I feel like I should probably turn it down. Just right. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty quiet part of the game, so who knows? Story. This is what I want. I want a chapter, and then I want to select hard mode. Yeah, it's going to definitely boost when things happen. So, yeah. Alright. Cool. Anyway, we're going to watch the cutscenes for this first playthrough. Because this game's nuts, and I haven't streamed it in a while. The soundtrack like this, there's no such thing as too loud. Fair enough.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
This is fine if a little quiet. Well, it's gonna get a lot louder soon.
Thought of folks like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone
like that.
is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Also known as mutually assured destruction. Yeah.
Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business!
My favorite fact about Jetstream Sam is that the only cyborg part is his arm. That's why he is technically a cyborg, because he has a robo arm. Everything else he does is pure natural talent.
I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
Leopard 1, U-turn. Turning back.
Yeah, Sam would literally be unstoppable if he had just decided to go full cyborg. This game would not be happening if he was as much of a cyborg as Raiden is. Raiden, who is just basically a brain and some hair.
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Who's?
Exif comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
Also, if you're wondering if this means I will also start trying to platinum Vanquished, no, you're out of your fucking mind. Vanquished requires you to do an absolutely insane side mission as a part of platinuming it, and it just looks like torture.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister. Let's get this over with.
Okay,
Raiden, you'll need to choose between light and heavy strikes to match the situation. Take self-repair units from your foes.
okay, I am trying to remember how to control this game.
Raiden, the limo is in trouble. Get back there, ASAP.
Okay,
I'll add the limo to your
I think I
solid
remember
radar.
it now. Hey, Tiamos. Everybody comes over for the Metal Gear Rising stuff because it's a good game. It's an amazing game. I don't think I can wear the Serape yet. I wish I could. Can I? Anyway, I love how this game just turns it up to 11. Hey, remember this thing? You know, the big, awful thing that you were trying to stop for the entirety of Metal Gears 2 and 4? It's the first boss! Oh, come on. He needed those. And he needed that. This is just rude. Yeah, Sundowner's such a good villain. This game is, like, full of really good villains.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. Clean
I love that
break
Ray's
from
just back there
war,
chilling.
Huh. Well, some of us like
Hello,
that
can I
kind.
be in this scene
How's
too?
an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer.
It's not quite a normal human face. He's got lines in it.
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
Hey, don't forget I'm here. Hello.
What? They have a Metal Gear? Gear? Right. Take out that UMG and get after it. Use blade mode to damage its armor. Use your ninja run to deflect those shots. They swapped out the hydraulic cutter for a plasma cannon.
Come on, let me hit it.
Use the ninja run to dodge that plasma.
Thank you, Forrest. Okay, yep, that's a reset.
What? They have a Metal Gear? Gear? Right. Take out that UMG and get after it. Catch that missile before it blows. Use blade mode to damage its armor. Use your ninja run to deflect those shots.
I tried to parry that. It didn't work. But yeah, the S rank for this is pretty easy. You either take no damage or you do it in less than 3 minutes. This is why I did a reset.
Out the hydraulic cutter for a plasma cannon. Use the ninja run to dodge that plasma.
I'm trying to get over here. There we go. on, let me hurt it. Let me hurt it.
Now, Ryder, bring it down. Stop that blade.
Hey, remember when you had to fight like 20 of those with a rocket launcher? I just killed one with a sword. What up?
Хорошо. Very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh?
4.5 minutes is pretty bad, but also,
On the other side of that collapsed building.
not gonna complain too much. I still got an S rank. I don't think there's anything secret around here. I think if there is anything secret around there, I've already gotten it.
There. Get him.
Yeah, there's a secret thing like
Use your
here-ish?
laser gun to move over obstacles automatically.
No, it's here-ish. Looks like I've already gotten it, so that's fine.
Do not let him out of your sight. You must catch him. That damn you cheat. It still works?
Alright, I think this is also another just like don't get damaged S rank, so and I immediately screwed it up. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
That damn you cheat. It still works?
No, don't say old Ray. It reminds me too much of a stupid condiment from where I live.
That damn you cheat. It still works?
Is there a way to easily dodge that? Like, am I just being stupid and running? I just have to run to the other side or something? Oh, okay, I see. It just goes further down the more, that, like, old bait. Yes, that is exactly it. That is exactly what I was referencing. Okay, I see that now. I can just jump over it when it gets closer down to... Okay.
That damn you cheat. It still works?
Just get prepared to hear that damn UG, it still works a bunch. I was trying to slide under it, but like the sliding is a bit finicky.
That damn you cheat. It still works?
Like, I'm trying, I'm legitimately trying. I know I can do it. I've gotten an S rank in this fight before. Hi. There we go. Oh, come on.
You're jumping too late.
You try not getting hit, that might help. Yeah, Axie, thank you. I had not thought of that. Sometimes, like, this game has a weird lag to it. Like, I guess the canceling isn't as good as I'm expecting it to be. Like, I can't jump cancel out of stuff, so.
Yeah, you kind of have to commit to some of your attacks.
There we go. Okay, managed to dodge the first 2 attacks in this fight.
Yeah, plus the laser is on a tilt, so...
Oh, fuck, I got hit by the, I got hit by the machine gun, because I never cut that off.
It still works?
So, case of get good again, yep, is... I had done it. I've done it once, and now I lost it again.
Why did you only do a short hop there?
Because I'm still relearning the controls after not having played this game for several years.
It still works?
So I don't know, like, how the jumping works when you don't really jump too much in this game.
But yeah, like if you want to dodge the laser attack, you just sit in the corner and just jump and it'll miss most of it.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Oh, damn, okay, I should have parried that. I promise not all of this is going to be Restart Central. I just know that I can S-rank this fight. After this, it'll definitely be a case of me just learning the game on hard mode
I mean, you
before.
have 2 ways of S-ranking the fight. Like, you either have to do this quickly or you just can't get hit.
Yeah, I'm trying to no-hit. I'm trying to no-hits. Because it's easier to do it, no-hit.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're fairly good at the game, like, the time requirement isn't exactly onerous.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
I might have... I'm gonna try doing it fast. Actually, what I'll do is I will learn it, and then once I get to the part where I have to run down the clock tower, I will reset. It's probably going to be a smarter move for me. I swear I parried that.
You didn't.
I swear I did. Okay, I think I've got it now. I'm glad he only does that, I'm glad he only does that laser thing once in the fight, as long as you just keep parrying him. Okay. So, I've learned him. I fucking parried that. Oh, God.
I feel like this is something you might want to simply come back to, rather than trying to S-rank it right now.
If I S-rank it right now, then I will never have to. Then I won't have to do it again, because this is literally the hardest part of the game, because I don't get any of my New Game Plus stuff here.
Yeah, but the rust is still kind of really evident in this. Anyway, can't you extend your air time if you start attacking in the air?
I got hit by the stupid machine gun. The fact that I didn't get rid of it in the first fight is kind of fucking me up.
Just run in really tight circles. It won't be able to do anything to you.
Yeah, but then I have to worry about parrying while running.
It still works?
It's still you still just have to parry just by pressing towards the enemy and attack.
Oh yeah, there we go. I was so busy concentrating running around in circles, I did not get the parry time down.
Hmm.
That damn new cheat. It still works?
How did I get hit by that? Come on. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
No, you did a short hop again. So I think actually if you do heavy attack in the air, you get a slight increase to your height before going back down.
Okay. I cannot run and parry at the same time. This is yeah, I might actually start coming. I might actually come back to this, or just try fighting it normally, see if I can get the speed down. Because I felt like I was on a fairly good pace before I reset. There we go. I got it. I got this thing without taking damage. So we're on the right path.
Well done.
I just gotta avoid the fucking.
Use blade mode to take down those heavy missiles.
Okay, I should be good for no damage. I've just eliminated the arm cannon.
Yeah.
Biggest
But
threat.
if you do take damage, as long as you beat this in 3 minutes, you get the S rank.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Now, as long as you don't trip and die, you should get this.
The fact that this is not randomized, or the fact that this is randomized, and he is doing this like fucking in
Procedurally generated
stuff is amazing to me. Like, how is the PS3 doing this and not melting?
Probably because, if I remember correctly, the actual like environment is actually really small in this area. Like,
They must
outside of like a few buildings, the entire thing is just like blank. Like, everything outside of this one clock tower area is literally just like a flat JPEG.
and that should be an S rank. Just barely took me over 3 minutes, but so I'm glad I did no damage. But yeah, there we go. That's the first part done.
Make sure you don't miss any of the pickups.
Oh yeah, where is the? I think I've gotten this one already, but where is the pickup on this train? Like, which?
There are two.
Oh, where?
There's one on the train, and there's one on the way to the train.
Oh no, I've already gotten the one on the way to the train.
Yeah.
So,
the one on the train is sneaky.
like, yeah, which cart is that? That's the one right before the boss cart, right? Like, you don't land on the boss platform. You instead land right behind it, and that's where the secret is.
No, as in when you crest the thing to get to the boss, instead of like jumping onto the boss cart, you just walk off the edge.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Of the cart
That's
you're
what I
on,
meant. Yeah,
and that drops you in.
I might have already gotten that one as well. It's like I said, it's been quite a while since I played this game, so I don't remember which ones.
Oh right,
I've
you
gotten.
said this was new game.
Yeah, this is New Game Plus.
So yeah, once you can see the boss, just like stop and look around.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
So yeah, just walk straight off.
I think I've gotten it. It looks like I've gotten it. Yeah. Okay.
Prime Minister.
Sorry, it took so long. I had to S rank the second fight of the Ray. I had to S rank the second part of Ray.
Too little, too late, hero. I won't be needing my little.
You know, I bet there's been like a story about that, where one guy has time travel powers, but everyone's aware that there's time traveling going on. But
Yeah,
he's the
it
only
was-
one who can actually use the powers.
It was called Undertale.
Good things war has done for us.
Prove me wrong, nerds. That's what Undertale's about, basically.
Technology, a common purpose.
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in?
I didn't know
This whole
Leon.
scene right here is just really just an allegory for first and third world relations.
What does this extremely goopy blood represent?
No.
Oil.
Okay. I'll buy that.
It's the white Texas guy from the first world starting a war in Africa for the sake of it, for profit.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Meanwhile, the other white guy from the first world is attempting to stop him, but is stopped by a third guy.
No, technically Raiden's from Liberia. Come on.
Yeah, but look at that face. There ain't no tan on that face.
He's also an albino. Like, that's literally why, but okay.
Yeah, but he's like a scientifically created albino. That's entirely different.
That's right, I need to parry every attack. I know this part doesn't matter, so that's why I'm not, like... Because, like, even if you parry perfectly, he's still gonna do damage to you, because he's that much of a badass.
Well, he's the one that has the super awesome sword.
Not only
You
does
have the shitty knife you bought at Walmart.
Jack is a shitty person, but it's not based to his ethnic origin. Sam's also Sam is from Brazil. This is true. I think literally the only person here whose first world country status is Sundowner.
Well, yes, Sam is Brazilian, but at the same time, he has also thrown himself in with the oppressors. No, this fight is not ranked.
No, this fight isn't ranked.
This is literally just a glorified cutscene.
It really is, but it's a cool glorified cutscene.
You deny your weapon its purpose.
Let me read your memory card. You really like stabbing people. No, it's not true. Yes, it is.
It yearns to be.
As I was saying in chat earlier, I love that that the big twist is that they try to bring him down by saying, "Hey Jack, you're just a murderous psychopathic asshole. You don't actually care about justice," and it completely backfires on them when he goes, "Yeah, you're right. Hold on, let me murder you real quick, for fun."
You're right, I am a murderous psychopath, but I still care about justice.
No, he doesn't care about justice. He cared about killing.
If that were true, he would have joined up with Armstrong, but he doesn't. He is a murderous psychopath, but he's got ethics.
Technically,
He will stab people who need stabbing, rather than pretend to not stab anybody.
I think that was going to be the plot of the second game more than this game. But then the second game never got made because Konami is butts. Also, give me a fucking PS4 port, you jackasses. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Remastered. Do it. Do it, you pussies.
Remastered. Now, instead of cutting things into 40 pieces, you can cut them into 5,000.
I just basically want the fucking HD port from the PC.
Didn't the PC port have a whole bunch of fucking problems if you tried to, like, change the frame rate?
Maybe? They can fix that.
I remember one of them literally had Raiden get stuck running in the air or some shit.
I know it has a boss rush mode, which I would dig.
Forward to a sword fight. It's over.
I mean, I would be cool with a port if it just kind of cut out some of the awful VR missions. Or at least change the requirements on them, because a lot of them are really stupid.
Lucky devil.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun to try and platinum. With those, and jeez. What have I got myself into? Oh no! I mean, I guess it's not too late. I can back out now. I can go ahead.
Stuff when you look at like the hair physics.
I mean,
you just look at Sans and his like bangs are just like they got like 2 joints and keep wiggling in the air.
I mean, I guess it's not too late for me to back out of this platinum and just platinum fucking like I don't know, some other bullshit game that's actually easy to platinum.
I mean, most of the trophies are easy to get. It's just the VR mission. There's like 3 VR missions that are just fucking dumb.
Yeah,
'Cause the
but I'm
requirements are way too tight.
I'm pretty sure those are required in order to do that. Flares, oh no.
Flares, god damn it.
Side note, on my PS3, when Ryan gets thrown into the clock tower, the tower disappears from me and softbox the game. Oh no! I'm using a fat boy too. I don't know what's wrong with your PS3. Yeah, Boris has some amazing cojones on him. Just a normal ass dude, just like coming up and like, "Hey, I have a missile launcher. I'm gonna shoot a fucking rocket at this guy."
Well, as normal as you can be in Metal Gear Land.
Yeah.
It's still sad to think that we live in the world's shittiest Metal Gear Rising and Battle Network crossover. The real world is the crappiest version of Metal Gear, and the internet is just Battle Network.
You only get 5,000 BP for. Okay.
Yeah.
The shitty PS3 is my best case. I don't know, like, I have a fat boy! I have a big old fucking first-gen, backwards compatible PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 3. I refuse to get rid of it.
I think I played Grandia 2 as the last game on my Fat Boy PS3 before it broke.
How is it, Ryder? So far, so good.
My Fat Boy one time actually did break one time, and they were like, hey, we can replace it with a slim model for cheaper money than it would cost for us to repair your Fat Boy. And I was like, no thank you, repair my fucking Fat Boy.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Oh, that's right, I have another Smiley slot I can use.
Man, Maverick Headquarters is so fucking boring. They don't even have any posters up.
I have another emoji slot I can use. So I'm thinking of putting in some sort of butt emoji in there, because everybody loves the butt emojis.
I feel like with this game you should put in like some kind of emoji based on Jack is back.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Yeah, Doc rules in this game. Give me the left hands, please.
I turned you into into a vampire. All I need you to do is get me hands, and I will be happy.
Hands, please. I want hands, glorious hands. All of the left hands, not the right ones. The right ones are just no good. They're no good.
A few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out, closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about
Yeah.
See, the reason you know Doctor is like a real scientist is that he has rotating computer graphics on his computer.
Yeah. Heavy Metal Loser, I heard that, and if that is true, I can finally get rid of my Fat Boy.
Neutralize the terrorists and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it.
And I can also start buying games that are definitely best played as a PlayStation
Wait,
2
hold on.
game.
We're really trusting Sony on backwards compatibility. I mean, we all saw what happened with the PS1 on Classic, right? Like, are you really trusting them on this?
Occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement LLC.
Imani's killers. We don't stop them here. They could destabilize.
I've always loved like the fucking evil corporations always have evil names.
Yeah.
Desperado.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancement.
Just when you get a contract with them, you know what you're getting into.
But keep an eye out, just in.
Yep, they're just gonna fucking steal kids' brains and make them play video games until they're violent.
Oh no, it's the VR thing where it's basically just torture, but it's torture you can change up to be whatever you want it to be.
I like my explanation better. Let's strip out kids' brains, put them in jars, make them play video games until they turn violent. There we go.
They're only allowed to play one video game, and it's Sword Art Online. That's actually what makes them violent.
No, it's Ruby.
Like going into Liberia, like simulating Liberia, having them commit war crimes. Actually, they just get water off a duck's back. Just make them play shitty video games. They will stab every single person they see.
I mean, honestly, I would be ecstatic if PlayStation 5 was backwards compatible with pretty much every PlayStation thing. That would be great, honestly. Ah, yes, here we are in the true skin.
The waypoint is marked on the Soliton radar. Contact us on codec if you have questions.
There's no way
Remember, Metal Gear is a serious game.
The serious game.
Serious series.
How do I? Yeah, there we go.
Explores deep and engaging themes with the gravitas they deserve.
Where is?
Wow, you only had 130% health when you beat the game. Jesus.
Yeah, I only had 130%. Ninja Cat.
Well, on the bright side, you didn't unlock the hair, so we actually have to see you try at points.
Oh no! Oh no! Hair. The fucking hair. Let me see if that's if I did actually unlock the hair.
If you equip the blue hair, you get infinite blade mode, so you just turn into Blender Man.
Oh, that sounds great. Let's see here. Body. Is it under body? No. Actually, oh, Desperado version. Let's see here. Life.
Wait, you didn't get any of the weapons?
No, I did. Oh no, I guess I didn't get any of the main weapons.
That means you didn't cut off like a single hand.
Nope,
wow.
I was awful. I did get all the side stuff, but I mean, you kind of get those. Skill. Is it under skill?
Yeah, you bought
Where
those,
the fuck is the hair?
You didn't unlock the hair. You unlock the hair by getting the hands.
Oh.
You didn't get any of the hands, so you don't get any of the hair.
Anyway, let's enhance the enhance this thing. Strength +1, maybe? Absorption. What's absorption do? Absorb electrolytes from fuel. Fuel consumption in blade mode, reducing the amount of energy used. Yes, let's get that instead. PS4 backwards compatibility would be hardware based, since both PS4 and PS5 use x86 based architecture. Yeah. I won't even care if they can't get the PS4 Pro stuff in there. I would not mind just a regular PS4. I hardly ever use my Pro features anyway. Oh, PS4 game would essentially see the PS5 as a really powerful PS4. Okay.
Remember, if you kill them too hard, you won't get the S rank.
Yeah.
Whenever you engage in battle, I will designate a battle area for you. Stay within the area.
I'm not actually going for S ranks right now. I'm just trying to
I thought you were platinuming this game.
I am, but right now I'm just trying to concentrate on learning hard mode.
Ah, I see. Wow, you really were bad at this. You have like no upgrades. Oh yeah, just so we can remember, if you just turn on blade mode whenever, it's only half speed. But
if you
the symbol
do the symbol.
The symbol is 90% slowdown,
yeah.
and you can get symbol slowdown whenever you feel like by going into Ripper mode and then turning on blade mode.
Yep.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys.
Yeah.
to Noah.
I don't know if they'll ever get PS3 like emulation down because it is a fucking nightmare. It was nightmare to work on. It was a nightmare to get going. It's just PS3 is quite frankly this big, like, how does it work? How? It doesn't. It shouldn't, but it does.
Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
PS3 was a terrible.
$599 US.
PS3 is a terrible console with a great library.
Private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
Cyborgs are just SOP.
Fuck you. It has a great library.
Only all
I wouldn't exactly be calling it great since it has fucking knack on it.
No, that's the PlayStation 4, you dingus.
No, that was knack 2.
No, that's both NAC 1 and NAC 2.
Walking vending machines.
Hmm.
Ha!
I could have sworn knack was on the PS3.
No, NAC is a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It was a launch title specifically programmed to show how many movable objects the PlayStation 4 could push at one time.
People who terrorize and take innocent lives for money.
Huh.
They sowed their.
Wow, what was I thinking of for the PS3?
I'm just the Reaper.
It's a bit cold, riding.
I don't know. But no, I'd say the PS3 has some really great games on it. It's a terrible console to work for, and it's a terrible console to work with, and it was a nightmare. And I'm glad we've moved on from it. But I will never forget all the great times that I had with it. It was my favorite console from that generation. Got a B rank in that fight.
Yep, not enough Zandatsus, not enough BP, and you took too long.
Yeah. I was adequate. Is there any... There's no secrets here. I think there's a secret, like, on top of the thing up there. If I haven't
There's one
gotten
on the
it.
chandelier.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Now remember to use AR mode so that you can actually see the hands.
As I said, the enemy's
Hey,
HQ
Axie,
is in the
Axie,
refinery
I thought
along
of...
the coastline.
I thought of a NAC
Also,
equivalent for the
there is
PlayStation 3.
satellite photography.
It's called Lair.
On one side, Mistral, a desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate
That was rather cruel of you,
probably has
Callan. I'm
grand
sorry.
reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let
Listen,
your guard
listen. If we're gonna bring up direct comparisons to what was the knack of the PlayStation 3, it's gonna be fucking Lair.
Still can't believe the PS3 was literally like 15 years ago. Ugh.
Oh my god. No, it's 12. Was it? PlayStation 3 debuted in... Okay, so it's closer to 13. The PlayStation 3 debuted in 2006.
Hostiles in the lower corridor, I see. Try to flank them, or approach from behind.
For $599 US.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I can go this way to get on top of there. See if I've gotten this already. Looks like I have. So guess what? Let's just crash the PlayStation 3 with how many parts we have to put up. Let's just tank it. Let's just tank the frame rate. It doesn't actually render that many moving parts, which is sad. Me and my old man sense of whatever has finally admitted that maybe the Nintendo 64 could be considered a retro console, like that entire generation.
Excellent, Raiden.
Huh. Well, I mean, I guess you could think of it like that.
I don't like thinking of it as a retro console. I think retro should just mean anything before the 3D.
I'm not old.
I'm not old. I'm not old. I admit, I insist slowly as I shrivel into a corn cob.
That is not good.
I admit, as I am carted away to an old folks' home.
Alright,
That's mostly why retro is a thing that's only supposed to be applied to like the 8 and 16-bit generations, is that they don't want to admit that they're old.
yeah, that's exactly the reason why I don't want to do it. I don't want to admit it.
So, you remember how you're supposed to save that guy's life, right?
Nope. Like,
Shoot a rocket at him.
Oh. I scalped that man.
You know, if they do a Power Rangers game... Wow, you kind of gave yourself away, friend.
Yeah.
Pretty
sure that guy's dead.
The PSP is not Legacy. Nobody played the PSP.
Yep. That guy's dead. I'm gonna restart.
Yeah, no, just launch a rocket at them and then immediately attack.
I don't have any missiles. Oh no. I don't. Yeah, I
don't.
Oh no, I have a rocket launcher. There we go. How do I?
Or a grenade. Which one?
How do I use oh, like this? Okay.
R2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, just launch it so you hit the both of them and then immediately attack.
Did I kill him? Is he dead? No, he's not dead. Okay.
You can't kill him.
No. I was wondering if they had killed him while I was
No, he'll like react and then die. But try getting away from him so he doesn't get owned by like somebody with a rocket.
Oh. Maybe? Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. You're just
No, he's dead. I think he died. Yep, he's dead. That's blood.
Oh yeah, because that guy fired a rocket at you and
Yep.
it hit him.
Yep. Okay. So I kind of...
Wait, why do you need an emulator for the Switch? Can't you just buy like an NVIDIA Shield?
Ow.
Bonk. You know, actually, with these dudes, I don't even think you actually have to, like, hurt them. You could just, like, walk up and sword them.
Yeah.
Like, you could just instantly go into blade mode and they'd be dead.
Is that it?
He is scared to death, Ryder.
Yeah, your alert's
Yeah, I
gone,
don't know
so you
he
should
is.
get up.
I don't know he is safe.
Thank you. I will not forget this.
It's a good thing you're rocket-proof.
You are headed
Ah, dang it.
Head to the
Oh well.
marked on your Soliton radar.
Yeah, it's a good thing that guy is super rocket-proof. Otherwise...
Why would you bother emulating an Xbox console? You just go buy one. They're like $5.
Pretty much.
Oh look, Alan remembers the easy way to instantly kill the giant monsters. Oh wait, no he doesn't, he forgot. By baiting out a charge, you can easily insta-kill the geckos just by instantly doing a murder kill on them.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and you can't parry anything that's orange.
Oh, orange. Okay.
You saw it when when the gecko was gonna kick you.
Yeah, I thought it was a different color.
No, once you know which color it is. It's really hilarious. It's actually kind of interesting to like look into the design of the geckos, and a lot of their stuff is based off of like superstitions, like why they moo and why they don't make like roaring noises instead of just mooing. Because cows would freak out back in World War II when the air raid sirens went off. And they'd have terrified moos that really fucked with the populace.
I'm getting B ranks at least, consistently.
Very good, Raiden. Now, keep heading for refinery.
Yes, that's true. But just remember, B is for bad.
You're for bad.
Colin, I know you played Beautiful Joe. You know how this works.
No, I don't actually. I've never played.
You never played Beautiful Joe?
I've played a little bit of Beautiful Joe to the point, but I can never get past the fucking helicopter.
But you can't get past the helicopter?
No, I don't know how it fucking works. I don't know how the mechanics work. That game work well enough to get past the fucking helicopter. You happy? You happy to hear my secret shame?
Did you skip all the tutorials somehow?
I somehow double parried that, and am I out of bounds? No, I'm not. Okay.
The blue, you're only out of bounds when you get the blue.
What the fuck?
Step. Oh yeah, just as a note, you can only do the super kill on the giant geckos if you are at full weapon energy.
Yeah.
If you counter the charge and don't have full weapon energy, you just counter the charge.
Fuck you! I am just... Oh, damn it. Okay, well... How do I lock on to enemies? Oh, like that. Okay. Okay, so if I go back now, then I should be able to fight the helicopters, right? Is that how it works? I should go back and see if I can fight the helicopters right now. Oh, I know, the helicopters are later, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a little later.
don't think I ever found all of the S rank. I don't think I ever found all the fights in this game, so I never got all of them. Already got this guy right here.
Greetings, cyborg.
Show yourself.
Hideki Kamiya really likes that whole chin thing.
It's a way of showing the character getting damaged without actually doing damage to the character.
Yeah. It's to show how badass they both are. He dodged it, but he barely got hit. Beep boop robot dog!
Rush, no!
And you are? I am IF prototype LQ84I.
IF prototype.
Interface prototype. All autonomous UGs feature high-level onboard artificial intelligence. An additional prototype interface enables...
I mean, if Nintendo's still going to try and sell the games that they made, it makes logical sense for them to go after ROM sites.
It makes corporations... It makes
What's the meaning of
sense to go after them from a copyright standpoint, but it's still really fucking shitty of them.
I am here to kill you.
I understand why they have to do it. I do not agree
ROM
that they should
sites
do
don't
it.
really have a legal leg to stand on.
That's it? Pretty simple thinking for such a mighty...
So they just kind of exist in a gray area.
I may analyze orders, but I may not disobey them. Should I disobey a direct order, my memory would be wiped. I must destroy you.
What good is an intellect if you can't use it?
Your taunting is pointless. Exterminate.
Also, a thing that they could put in a Metal Gear Rising remaster is the ability to carry your skin over into cutscenes, make them all in-engine.
Yeah, but then you just have things where, like, the sword clips through, like, the hat, and it would just look dumb. Unless you're going to have, like, 6 different versions of every cutscene for each skin.
Uses all of his tools. Backup required.
Really? You turned on Ripper mode for these chucklefucks?
I didn't want to get hit. So far, I've been doing pretty good, not getting hit.
You can just blade mode them. Like,
Speaking
they're
of blade
not,
mode,
like, they're not resilient.
oh.
Your intellect is far below human standard.
See, even Blade Wolf agrees with me that that wasn't a very smart move.
Oh, damn it. I finally got hit. Oh, come on! How do I lock onto enemies?
R2?
No.
One of the shoulder buttons. Unless you changed your controls.
Nice damage percent.
You know what I want to see if Konami like somehow suddenly starts making video games again?
Oh, they won't
I
suddenly
wanna see
start making.
Shadow President.
They won't somehow
Metal Gear Edition.
start making video games again, because they are bleeding a lot of money. So they.
Well, yeah, they went all in on the pachinko market, and then they had the bottom ripped out from under them.
Yep.
When the Japanese government finally went, okay, I guess we should crack down on
Nice
legalized
parts.
gambling.
Nice parts. Nice parts.
Ensure freedom. Obey directive.
Bark.
Must obey directive.
Could not find tennis ball.
Freedom on device.
What would an AI know about freedom?
AI wouldn't know about freedom. Beep boop.
That's bullshit. Ow!
I got an A rank on that fight. If I had learned what button lock on is, I think I would have maybe gotten an S rank, because I wouldn't have gotten hit, because I wouldn't have been concentrating on finding out what the fuck button lock on is.
No, you can't chop through the shield until you break the shield. If you do a parry counter, you'll immediately shatter their shields.
Managed to get that spine just in time. Delicious spines. Gatorade
What do you
filled
think
spines.
spine juice tastes like?
Gatorade, duh.
But what flavor of Gatorade?
Blue flavored. It's blue Gatorade. I mean, it's right there. It's in the color of it's in the color of the spine.
gone.
Hey.
So lightning blue is what you're saying.
Yes.
You know, this scene's actually hilarious in the PC version, because it turns out if you try and mod either Blade Wolf or Sam into this, they're actually too slow to get across the bridge and they'll die.
Every Metal Gear has to have a Hind D fight. It's required.
Yeah, but at least this
You know,
Hind D
actually
fight is
looking
fun.
at, like Metal Gear now, I kind of wish that if Konami somehow, for some reason, went back to making video games, we'd get like fucking like a Metal Gear version of Shadow President. I want one where you're supposed to be a leader of the free world, but you have to balance being a leader with you have to take orders from the evil conspiracy.
You know what? I don't want Konami to make any more video games. It's done. It's fine. They're incompetent. They made Metal Gear Survive. So I'm good, actually.
I thought you liked Metal Gear Survive.
You know what? It could have been a lot better than it was, and that is a truly sad thing that they didn't even like do that right. Like pandering, they couldn't even do it right. That game's so fucking depressing.
Everything, but they just couldn't do it right.
Well, like, there are some good ideas in Survive. There's some stuff that's cool, but like, it's really clear they had like no budget and they had like 4 months to make it, so it sucks.
Yeah.
The final boss is a turret defense. I mean, like, come on. Like, you couldn't even put a boss fight in the end of your story. The story is like 20 hours long. It's not like it's short, you know. It goes on forever.
I mean, they could have probably just copy-pasted Sahelanthropus.
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't. They could have done a lot of things. They could have put one of the bonus bosses in there as the final boss.
I mean, just look at Skyrim. Bethesda's released that like 6 times now.
Well, but but the most bizarre thing is like there are post-game bosses, right? They made some. Why didn't they just put one of those?
Oh,
Wait, they made,
there's a
like,
guy
actual
here.
new monsters
Okay.
For the post game.
There's like bosses that you can only fight in multiplayer, like post game. You're supposed to fight them after you beat the storyline. So it's like,
Hey, Callan, you know that you're already into the whole getting arms thing, right?
I am?
Yeah, like people are showing up with the special arms now.
Huh.
They'll show up on your like
No, I
enhanced vision thing.
thought that didn't show up. Thought that didn't happen until later, and Doctor was like, "Hey, Raiden, there's a guy with a left hand here. Go ahead, kill him for me, please."
Kill him, paisano.
yeah, Doctor in his Irish accent. That's what he sounds like.
It's European.
But,
Just anywhere in Europe.
it's just bizarre. Like everything about Survive is bizarre. People complained, like in reviews, that you just fight zombies the whole time, and then like 80% through the game, all of a sudden, a bunch of new kinds of enemies appear all over the world. So it's like, why didn't you just put them there in the first place? So your game would be better. You already made them, right? Like what? Like why? You see, like just put them there. You made them already.
Just press button, put things in, make more interesting game.
Yeah, that's like, because it's like, if it was like, oh, we didn't have time to make any enemies, like all we have is zombies because we had 5 days, it would be like, okay, fair enough. But they made them, and they didn't use them, and it's bizarre. There's a dungeon. There's like one area that has a bunch of spiders in it. And you never see the spiders ever again, but there's like 50 of them in this tiny room, and like that's fine, but they don't show up again. So I don't know what. Why didn't you just put them in another area? I don't know. It's weird. It's bizarre.
It's almost like that game sucks or something.
Well, it does suck, but it could have been better if they had like given a shit. And actually, it seems like some people did give a shit, because like. Some things there's like effort put in. I like the monsters that actually are in the game. I think look cool. I like the big weird thing in the mist. You know, the big thing that walks around.
Nope.
Cool
I literally do not know anything about Metal Gear Survive aside from the fact that it's about zombies and it is a terrible video game.
There's this in the mist, like you have to go in the fog, and there's like this giant monster that just walks around, and like. So you'll be like exploring, and then just a giant foot will like come down near you, and you're like, oh shit! And it's this huge, long, like weird thing. It looks cool. It's cool looking. Some of the other monsters look cool. The final boss is the giant walkie thing, but like you just have to wait until a gun shoots it. It's really lame. But I thought the design was cool, and like it's realized well when you see it. So that's like the artist did it. That's a civvy, right?
That's a civvy, right? That's a civvy and a skivvies, Boris.
That was a priceless artifact, Snake. But yeah, like you know what? I'm cool if Konami just doesn't make any more games. I think they're making sports games. They're making money. They're happy. They're not screwing anything up. So whatever, it's fine. But you'd think that they would be like up for maybe licensing out some of their stuff. You know, like I imagine lots of people would love to make a Metal Gear Solid, even if it wouldn't be that great.
Japanese companies don't really license out that much.
Konami licensed out Silent Hill to like 6 different people.
Yeah,
and they all sucked.
They didn't all suck. Shattered Memories is good.
No, it really isn't.
It has a good special ending. That's it.
I like Shattered Memories. I think it's fun. I kind of like Downpour, I guess, in some ways. There's some interesting stuff there. But I'm just saying, like, they did it, and they sold.
Hey, I found a thing that I didn't find before.
Yeah, but the issue is nobody liked them.
I played all of those games.
Yes,
I will play any.
You are outside of the demographic and are not counted in sales numbers.
I like survival horror games. I will play any survival horror game. It doesn't matter what.
Riot Fear.
Doesn't matter if it's great. I've played really shitty ones. Your Heavy Metal Losers.
Oh God!
Is the worst HD port. That is correct. It is completely irredeemable. And That is true.
That was the one where they forgot to code in half of the effects, wasn't it?
That was the one where the fog doesn't work, so you just see like the lake is only half a lake and it just stops.
And they also
and the water itself is like super shitty, like mirror water texture.
Yeah, but like people like to talk about that, but the actual funniest and shittiest thing they did is to make high resolution text for like signs. They did it in Comic Sans.
Yep.
So all the signs around Silent Hill have Comic Sans on them. It's the funniest thing, like, I think I've ever seen in a game, is this...
Nice.
It's so stupid.
Did I get it? No, I didn't get it.
No, I don't think you did.
Oh, you didn't get the hand?
Nope.
Now you gotta cut through the part in the hand where
I'm trying, and
his arm's glowy.
I'm trying, and it is just the camera first was arguing against me, my first attempt.
For where your sword goes, you have to have it go onto the glowy pit.
I know, and the first time I tried to do it, the camera was just like really not agreeing with me, and this time it was just me fucking up.
I do feel like if they put like the Metal Gear Solid HD collection on PC, people would buy that for sure, right? Like that seems like that's easy money, but
come on.
Gotta get that hand.
Listen, okay, so yes, the Ratchet and Clank HD remake is a masterpiece compared to Silent Hill HD remake, but I will say that I will play the Silent Hill HD remaster over Deadlock's HD remaster any day of the week, because at least the cutscenes fucking work.
No, they don't actually. They replaced all the voices. Silent Hill 3 has a completely new cast in the HD version, and it sucks. It's not even a very good cast.
Did I not get it? Oh, what? I totally got that. Fuck you, game.
Get it. You missed them all?
Fuck you, game.
Raiden.
Is it the red bit that I had to cut, or the blue bit right above it? Because I swear I cut the blue bit right above it. I'll try cutting the red bit this time.
Raiden, you missed them all? You can do it.
Oh no, I got it. There we go.
Bravo! Excellent work.
Does anybody else have any hands? No.
Are you excited for Devil May Cry 5?
No, I've literally never played a Devil May Cry aside from DMC.
What? What? Really?
Really?
Wow. Okay. That's
crazy. It sounds neat. It sounds neat. But also a reason I'm not excited for it is because I hear it has microtransactions in it. It's like, if you don't want to play the game, you can just pay them a ton of money and just unlock all the combos and stuff all at once.
Well, you should play Devil May Cry 3. Because that game's great. That game is awesome.
I've heard that. Also, Sly wasn't converted to widescreen properly because of top edges. I mean, I've played the first Sly Cooper game in HD, and it seemed alright. Oh, wait, I just unlocked a checkpoint, so I'm gonna customize my Raiden.
There's a bit in the most recent Ghost Recon where Sam Fisher shows up, right?
Yeah,
Sam Fisher is Splinter Cell Man,
and he remembers the greatness of Solid Snake.
Yes, he remembers how great Solid Snake was, but then he says like, "I'm the last one left," and it's like you haven't made a Splinter Cell in 6 years. Like that's. Sam Fisher's also gone. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like make another Splinter Cell. I'd be cool with that.
And also, if you want to really talk about how stealth game protagonists are, I mean, you're not the only one left. There's still Agent 46. He's still kicking.
Agent 47.
Agent 47.
That's
Whatever.
that's less
Whatever.
of a and more
I
just
don't.
a killing.
I've never played a
simulator.
Hitman either. So.
What? What have you been doing with your life?
Playing other video games like My Name is Mayo.
What?
Well, to be fair to him, I mean, other than like playing Hitman 2, you're not missing much if you haven't played Hitman games.
Hitman's great.
I hear the new ones are pretty good.
Yes.
And the new ones have a were free on PlayStation Plus not too long ago. So I should really get on to playing Season 1.
Yeah, that Season 1's really good. I don't have Season 2 because I didn't... it hasn't been cheap enough yet. Season 1 was great. Blood Money is really great, but... yeah, Hitman's great, but it's not really the same kind of thing. But, man, I was really hoping that Left Alive would be good, the Square Enix like stealth game. Apparently reviews are that it's really hard and shitty, which is not great feedback.
No, that's not a good combination to have for your video game.
No. But I'll probably still try and play it, because...
It's you.
Because I gotta! Because I like stealth, and there's so few, like... It used to be
and I missed this one too? Hell yeah! I'm finding all sorts of secrets that I missed for this trophy.
Yeah. Used to be there were like tons of stealth games all over the place, but now it's like so rare that they come out.
Well, I mean, because it's easier to do like super high action stuff now that game consoles are good.
Yeah, I guess. Also, like, you can't really microtransaction a stealth game as much. You can't put a loot box.
Totally can. They fucking microtransaction the shit out of Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's true. God, that's right. I don't even like Metal Gear Solid 5. I hate that. I actually did not like it at all.
I for the longest time I said that Metal Gear Solid 2 was my least favorite one, but at least I could fucking finish Metal Gear Solid 2. I didn't even finish Metal Gear Solid 5. I got bored halfway through.
2's my favorite, actually.
I fucking despise 2.
What? Why?
Because it's awful. It's... Okay, so do you know how great it is to stealth around in extremely tight corridors where enemies have clear lines of... No, it's not. It's awful, actually. There's nowhere to hide. The stealth is really bad in that game.
You can you can climb on the side of the building or whatever. Yeah.
No.
On the walkway, you can jump over.
You have like 60 different ways to divert their attention.
That's also true. Or you could just shoot them.
No,
I mean,
the
there's
stealth.
lots of different
The
things.
stealth in fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 is really bad. Also, I did not enjoy the story and how it is basically, haha, we're poking fun at all the people who were fans of Metal Gear Solid and we're just expecting another Metal Gear Solid. So we're just subverting their expectations by giving them exactly all they wanted, but with a different character. What?
What?
But Raiden is hilarious, though.
Raiden's amazing.
I
Like,
love
as a
Raiden's
protagonist, he's
dumb
legitimately
conversation.
amazing. And I mean, like, it actually turned out that this fucking stupid-ass sequel was actually really prophetic and predicted most of the future.
I like Raiden's dumb conversations with like his girlfriend, where she's just like, Raiden, you burned our dinner.
Raiden, why don't you have any posters in your bedroom, Raiden?
Well, that's supposed to show that he's a serial killer, but it's not very effectively done. So it just makes him sound like he's a loser.
I just despise everything about that game. Like absolutely fucking everything. The bosses are not good. The stealth is not good.
What?
The Raiden is a complete total fucking dweeb who's not cool. He's not even ironically cool in Metal Gear Solid. He's not even ironically cool in Metal Gear Solid 2. He doesn't become ironically cool until 4, where he's just like, yeah, I chopped off 90% of my body and turned it into a robot.
Raiden kills literally like 18 giant robots. Snake killed 1.
I fucking despise everything about...
Such a dork.
Okay,
Are you seriously arguing that Snake was cool? The dude lived alone in a shack and sometimes raced dogs. He was just as big of a loser as Raiden.
Hey, Snake has a mullet.
Damn it, I missed that arm. Oh well. Actually, I can restart. Try and get that arm.
I feel like you should switch back to your other sword because that has better stats.
I don't know. What even is the benefit of his sword anyway?
More damage.
Oh,
Whose sword?
Sam's.
I don't remember.
It's more damage. It does like twice as much. But these dudes are all trash mobs, so you don't need it.
Oh no, I missed that. I got the square, but I missed the arm, which is what I'm trying to do it.
You have to cut directly through the arm glowy bit.
Do I have Great Fox's sword? No. That's what I was trying to do, and I missed. I'll admit that that one was on me.
Okay, just again, if you trigger Ripper mode, you will immediately get super slow-mo when you go into Blade mode.
Yeah, I
Did I
didn't like
get-
this part of this game.
No.
Actually, I didn't like this game that much, to be quite
I
honest.
love this
That's not
game.
my
This
kind of
game
thing.
is great. This game is so much better than Metal Gear Solid 2.
I do not agree with that.
I would say it's different from Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, in the fact that it's good and Metal Gear Solid 2 is bad.
You know, I'm getting the feeling that Callan lost to fucking Fortune in the elevator fight and never found out why she killed him.
No, I didn't do that. Nope. I actually legitimately just hate everything about that game because it's really bad. The Fortune fight is just you fucking sit and you wait. The vamp fight, no, the Fat Man fight's like the only.
If you shoot Fortune, the elevator comes faster.
Oh boy.
I thought the vamp fight was pretty good.
No, the vamp fight sucks because he's like completely invulnerable for half of it while he sits in the water and does nothing but swim, and you can't do jack shit about it.
You can headshot him like 5 times in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Callan, it's starting to sound like you just were really bad at it.
The Fat Man fight's pretty funny. Also, I like that his name is Fat Man. That's an incredibly dumb name.
I'll give the Fat Man fight
I'm running around on
as
roller skates
I'll-
because I'm Fat Man, because I'm too fat to run. Check it out.
I will give
He's
that
a
the
fat guy who likes bombs.
I will give that
He's
the
fat.
I will give that the Fat Man fight is okay at best. The only really good fights in that game are the fights against the Rays. And I guess also Solidus is a pretty okay fight as well.
You don't like fighting Olga?
No, Olga sucks.
It's over quickly. I mean,
It's over.
it
That is
doesn't
that is the only saving grace of Olga, is that it is over quickly.
It's a cover fight. It's not exactly all that much different from Vulcan Raven.
Yeah, and Vulcan Raven fight also sucks too. I hate it.
We intercepted call for backup during your last
And the
I'm
Ocelot
going to
fight in 3
assume,
is like
just
that
from
as
how
well.
Alan acts, that he tried to like actually engage Vulcan Raven in a gun duel instead of using his claymores.
But
Vulcan,
I like
the
stealth
Vulcan,
games,
the Vulcan
and-
Raven fight was bad, and I hated it. But that's like my least favorite fight in Metal Gear Solid 1 anyway. So
And I mean, like, if you want to talk about bad fights, Sniper Wolf is one of the worst.
yeah. You just hide behind a fucking hill and then just use Nikita missiles. It's not fun.
Well, no, I'm talking about the first one. The second one is a perfectly fine sniper fight. But the first one is literally, go back and get the sniper rifle, dipshit.
Oh yeah, that fight. I forgot about that fight. I forgot that fight even existed. So that says
it's very blatantly just stupid padding, and it's just kind of dumb.
don't forget fighting the end. That was good.
I liked
Well,
the
that was
fight
good
against
because
the
that
end.
was a sniper fight to its logical conclusion.
I liked the fight against the end because you can capture his bird, eat his bird right in front of him as a power move. It doesn't even do anything. There's no special dialogue for it. It's just a power move.
Yeah, there is. He gets mad.
Oh, there's? I forgot about that.
Yeah, he actually gets mad and his stats go up slightly. He takes less damage and moves around a bit faster.
Nice. Nice.
And you get less time before he shoots you when he sees you.
So the first time I played that fight, I was really into it, and then by the time I was playing the game for the third time, I was like, okay, I'm just done with it. Like, I guess it's cool if it's a cool fight, but so I just prefer using the Konami code, finding out where he is, and doing it that way as opposed to cheesing it.
But you can engage him in like 3 different ways.
There is.
Wait, if you just don't want to. Wait, hold up. If you just want to skip the fight, why not just do the clock trick?
I do do the clock trick if I do not have his special camo yet. I want to hold him up and then like you have to hold him up and then you also have to tranquil him in order to get his 2 special camos. And after that, I just set the clock forward. After I've gotten those in a save file.
You know what's a bad boss fight is the Fury.
Yes. 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 The Fury is easily the weakest boss fight in that game.
And the Pain, also not great.
Depends.
The Pain's pretty good. Actually, I would say the Pain's pretty good once you figure out what his gimmick is.
Yeah.
It's not great at communicating how he works, but once you figure it out, he's honestly kind of fun.
Yeah. I really...
The Fury, I will say, is not the best, but it does have the actual best ending cutscene.
Yes, where it was so ridiculous and so out there that Chip Cheesum's dad asked him if this was a Harry Potter video game.
Chip Cheesum.
Did you see The Mummy? I thought it was a pretty good movie.
But yeah,
I always love that shit where they've got lines later on. They're like, "No such thing as the supernatural, only cutting edge technology," and then you just fucking cut back to that.
It's such it's so obvious that it's such a bad retcon in 4 to try and pretend that there was never any supernatural.
Well, it's
shit.
just the retcons in 4 just made it even stupider than it already was. Like Ocelot's thing where he actually was legitimately possessed by a ghost for Metal Gear Solid 2, and then got rid of the ghost, and then pretended he was still possessed, was just like a step too dumb.
Yep. I still think 4 is better than 2, though. Not by much. I fully admit that is
untrue.
No, it's not.
There's only 1 or 2 levels where you actually do any sneaking or anything in 4. It's bad. It's a bad time.
Well, it has 5 levels and
yeah, and 3 of them suck.
No, one of them sucks, and that's Chapter 3. The others are perfectly fine. Especially Chapter 4, which ends with you fucking hijacking Rex, and then fighting Ray in Rex, and then there's a dedicated roar like a dinosaur button in Rex. Thank you.
And then it ends with the world's shittiest understanding of physics on Kojima's part.
Yes. And it's hilarious and great.
And then it frames it as Raiden dying, and then it's just, actually, no, he's fine.
Trying to...
Yeah, he's fine, and his wife's fine. She never she never really loved the Colonel. Everything's fine. It's all fine.
I mean, that part, that's actually been done in spy movies before.
The Patriots.
Trying to figure out how
fake marriages, that's entirely a thing that's been done in spy movies.
The Patriots. And then they just all say that. Lolly Lule Low.
Oh, there was an arm here.
If you tranquilize Ocelot in 5, he says Lolly Lule Low.
Resistance training.
It's like they remembered something that was funny from previous games, but made it more boring. Which is really the main thrust of 5, generally, I think. That's really the point of 5.
5, it feels like Kojima wanted to make a serious video game in Metal Gear. It's a very serious video game, but
No, it's not! It's idiotic!
No, it's serious. I didn't say it was good at being serious, but it presents itself as a serious game, but it can't stop itself from being silly. And not like silly in the old parts where, like, yeah, you could see Snake as being a guy who believed in Santa Claus.
No, we need 100 ash shots of Quiet while she's crying. Isn't that great? Isn't that sexy? Oh,
well. That is mostly just Kojima trying to have his cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
And stop running into the alert.
No, you cannot stop me.
Like, I found Quiet, like, when Quiet showed up, that's when I stopped playing the game. I was done. I was like, no.
I kept going because it's like, okay, fine, he wanted to draw the horny sniper character, sure, fine, whatever. But then he tried to, like, also give her an emotional arc, and it's just like, no. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too, Kojima, you can't do that.
I think you're gonna regret your words and deeds, my friend, when you find out the truth of why she doesn't have pants on.
Well, again, the issue is she just wanted to be. Again, he just wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He wanted a horny sniper character, but he also wanted to, like, write some sort of powerful message about something.
About what?
He wanted Sniper Wolf again.
But he already did that in 4. Remember, she was literally a wolf. She was in a big wolf suit, and then she gets naked, and you take sexy pictures of her. Do you remember this?
You take 60 pictures of all of them, to be fair.
Yeah. Okay, well, that is fair. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, God. And yeah, you fight them in the weird white void room while they all look like they're fucking, like, fetish models.
Yeah, and they are. That's what they are. And then you take pictures, and then you die of shame.
Or they hug you to death.
Right, you have to avoid them hugging you. Because it's a statement really about PTSD and its effects on the psyche. That's really what's going on. And that's
yeah, and if they attack you, while you're laying down, it looks like they're just trying to mount Old Snake.
Yep.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4 sure was a thing, but it's still better than Metal Gear Solid 2.
No, it was.
Yes, it is, because it actually has good stealth and good boss fights. So
it doesn't have either of those things.
It actually really does. It has those two things going exactly for it, whereas Metal Gear Solid 2 has exactly one really good boss fight.
Scoring these games on boss fights, Metal Gear Solid 1 is at the bottom of the tier. I'm sorry.
Not really. I would say Metal Gear Solid 1 is probably closer to the top.
I'm assuming somebody didn't remember the fight with Liquid. And I'm pretty sure you just missed, like, a bunch of upgrades.
Brother!
I'm pretty sure the boss fight with Liquid ruled, actually, so...
No, it didn't, because you had literally one combo and you had to do it 40 times in a row. Also, it was on a small platform that he could kick you off of and insta-kill you.
Your audience is calling you a fool for not liking Metal Gear Solid 2.
Well, they're all idiots. I'm kidding. I love you all. And opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one and it stinks.
Oh, I hate this boss.
I love this boss. This boss is great because she just has a bunch of orbs that are made out of hands, and she has she takes off their arms and uses their arms as a pole arm.
Yeah, I know.
It's great. It rules. She fucking rules. This entire game rules. Listen, if we're gonna rank boss...
God, I love how fucking it's just edgy Batman.
If we're gonna rank this game based on boss fights, this fucking game is at the fucking top because all the boss fights in this game fucking rule.
I slaughtered dozens in Iraq, in Afghanistan.
I don't know. I just like stealth games, and I wish that they would make more, and they won't. So.
Well, I mean, the issue with stealth games is you have a fine line between, like, too linear and too open. And Metal Gear Solid 5 kind of has a problem that goes into the too open side where you have like 60 different ways to take care of an enemy, so they're not really a threat.
There's a lot of problems with 5.
There's a lot.
One of them being the copy-pasted areas everywhere. which is an issue.
Well, that was mostly because fucking Kojima kept pissing away money on stupid shit.
We gotta have a million
You will
songs
regret your
and-
words and deeds.
Man, I don't even give a shit about that. I'm talking about shit where he spends like a huge amount of money on celebrity voice actors and then doesn't do anything with them.
Of 80s songs. We need them in the game. Spend
We need
any
the
amount
$6
of money to
million
get those
man sound
things.
effect.
Okay, listen. The
Video
$6
game.
million
Fuck, I forgot. I
the
forgot
$6 million
about that.
man sound effect was great. That is like
Okay, yes, I will. Okay, I will admit that was a worthy purchase.
A long short film that's just Mads Mikkelsen with a baby, and then at the end you'll shoot a guy, and then a naked woman will appear.
Besides, everybody knows the best Metal Gear Solid is 3.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm not saying it's the best Metal Gear because this is the best Metal Gear, but best Metal Gear Solid is 3.
I don't know. Metal Gear Solid 2, Solid Snake is kind of up there.
Oh, you mean Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake?
Ah, yeah, sorry, I put in an extra solid
Yeah,
there.
you put a solid in there when there's no solid in that title.
Metal Gear Ghost Babel.
I remember that one has the most amazing story for a Game Boy game.
Isn't the entirety of Ghost Babel just like this is what Raiden's VR training is?
There's a reference to that in one of the secret endings after you beat all the VR missions, but in reality it's supposed to just be like alternate universe Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Where Liquid never fucking went with his stupid ass rebellion. And instead this other dude did that. Who just so happened to be off-brand Liquid Snake. Black Arts Viper.
Don't forget Acid Snake or whatever his name is, the guy from.
No, that's Metal Gear Acid. That's that's Copy Snake.
There's like, in the first one it is Solid Snake, but then in the second one it's like a clone of him who has an
Yeah, it's
ascot,
the dude who was led to believe he was Solid Snake.
and then a clone of Snake also later. Right? Maybe? It's unclear.
Something like that.
Really wish I could
He's got a
figure out
sweet
how to
ascot.
lock on.
Try L2. Or actually, hit pause and look at your controls real quick.
You gotta parry, dude. Gotta parry her.
I'm trying, but I can't lock on to her, so...
Hit pause and look at your controls, Christ.
Options... Is it control? Lock on...
Now, I bet you are excited for Sekiro, right?
Yes, I am excited for Sekiro.
It was R2.
It was.
I thought I was hitting R2 and nothing was happening. Oh, she got me.
It should say just target when it actually locks.
But yeah, I am looking forward to Sekiro.
You fell off a thing.
Her throwing you doesn't actually do all that much.
I know, but I kind of want to...
You know what I would really like a PC port of is the Ninja Gaiden games. That'd be great, right?
I've never played a Ninja Gaiden, so I wouldn't know.
Huh.
Okay, to be fair, okay, technically I have played a Ninja Gaiden, but it was the NES one.
Right.
So
yes.
Which one? There were 3.
The first one, the very first one.
Right. Yes.
So so technically I have played a Ninja Gaiden, but I know I'm not playing any of the. You're not talking about any of those. So
No, I mean Black.
Ninja
or
Gaiden
whatever.
Sigma.
Sigma, yeah, a PC port of Sigma would be cool, or the original one, either one.
Ninja Gaiden Black.
Yeah, because Black was on the Xbox, so. But
Was that the one where you could play as Kasumi, or was that a different game?
I believe you can play as Kasumi in the first one. Yes. Or her name is it Kasumi or is it Ayame? I forget. They're the same thing basically.
No, Ayame's the one with the pink hair. It's pink short hair, and Kasumi's the one with the longer orange hair. I think.
So it's Kasumi is not in the first game that I can remember.
It's been forever since I played Black, so I can't honestly remember.
Yeah.
I do remember my brother failing to complete the tutorial mission. That was funny.
The first mission's pretty hard, actually. That boss fight's pretty tough.
Oh no, he didn't get to the boss. He couldn't get past like the first 2 enemies.
Oh, well that's less understandable. But that boss fight is pretty difficult if you aren't like you don't know what you're doing. I even kind of liked. I mean, nobody likes Ninja Gaiden 3, and I also do not like Ninja Gaiden 3. But they did like a re-release, like a thing where they added a bunch of stuff, which was better, and I thought that was okay. It's really hard, and there is like no room for anything, which is kind of interesting. But the original Ninja Gaiden 3 is just completely terrible, and it's not great even in the remaster.
Oh, that was a bunch of hits coming at me at once. Oh, okay.
I like your sombrero.
Yeah, it's a good alternate costume.
Someone gave me a copy of Mankind Divided, you know, the Deus Ex 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
I still haven't like brought myself to play it.
I liked it, but I didn't like it as much as 3, which are the only 2 I've played.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I never played the original, and I never played the sequel to the original, which I hear is bad.
Invisible War is pretty bad. That's true. But man, I love Deus Ex.
I don't know, like I tried playing Deus Ex, and I felt like it was one of those games that's like really just hard to get into if you just used to modern games and not in games like games made back then were different, and like nostalgia is a pretty good factor, but I can understand why people would like it though. I just prefer watching other people play that game.
Maybe one of these days I should stream Deus Ex 1, because that is one of my favorite video games, I think, that there's ever been. It's so good. It's so cool. I like all the crazy stuff you can do with all the little... It's like all these little details. It's really cool. But that was like... That's like the period of video games that I'm really nostalgic for, is like late like PlayStation 1 stuff. That was like when me and my brother we would like play all these video games and stuff, and so like a lot of people are nostalgic for the Nintendo, like the NES, but that was like before my time, so like yeah. I really like Myst still. Big fan of Myst.
Myst,
and all those things.
I used to play Myst, but the way I would play it was I would watch my sister solve all the puzzles, and then I would do it myself. And then I saw her solve the very final puzzle, and you can just do the very final puzzle in the game without doing literally anything else in the game, as long as you know what you're doing. The entire point of the game is to slowly figure out the solution to the final puzzle. So if you know the answer to the final puzzle, you can just go there and just immediately immediately win the game.
Yeah, it's great.
That rules. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that fucking rules.
That's sort of like, that's kind of true in Myst 2. It's not entirely true, because you got to turn the domes over, from what I remember, which is not. Actually, I think you can do that pretty early. Yeah, so you can do that too in that one. But there's some stuff you have to do afterwards. But like half of the game in Riven is just figuring out what the fuck to do with these like little mirror balls, these little marbles, and where to put them. And then you have to do to turn the big dome
I missed a
over
secret fight.
where they go.
But I didn't get anything below a B in that entire chapter, so I'm feeling good about that. Oh! I unlocked a wig.
I remember you got a wig.
Every 10, 20, and 30.
Customize Raiden's body. Yes, let's buy a wig.
Sweet.
Oh, I can't. I don't have enough. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna
stab more men.
I'm gonna no. Well, it's less that I have to stab more men and more I have to kill. I guess that's the same thing. But yeah, I'm saving up for the wig.
You got the arm thing though, right? So
Yeah. Remember your mom taking you to the video stores on Fridays to rent a game for the weekend if your grades were good? I just remember that happening every weekend regardless if my grades were good or not. Because that was the easiest way to shut us up. Also, I would occasionally rent a Game Genie because that was just fun to mess around with my with the video games that I had already.
there was we didn't get a PlayStation 1 until like I don't know, like it was pretty late in the console's life, and by that point you could get pretty much the like local electronics store. They had whatever they had that was PlayStation 1 was $10 each, and so we would save up and we would just buy whatever, and some cool shit. There was some good stuff on the console, but yeah, good times. I played, man, that was when I got into like RPGs and stuff and all that kind of thing. I remember we got Final Fantasy VII, and I had no idea how to do anything in it, so it was very confusing and very difficult because I didn't like understand what you were supposed to do with like the materia and stuff because I just didn't figure it out. So I was just like, it's fine, just put whatever in there, and it made it a lot more difficult than it is now.
Yeah, materia is a sweet honeypot of a trap because if you put too much in there, then your character sucks. If you don't put enough in there, your character still sucks. So there's a very fine line you have to toe with each individual character, except for Eris. You just load her full of materia. It doesn't matter. She's a mage. Just fuck her up with materia.
It's a good system though. It's a fun system. Like I think there's a reason people still remember the materia thing because like it's fun to play around with.
Yeah, I like it. Like, I will forever say that Final Fantasy VII is overrated. That doesn't mean bad. It just means it's not nearly as good as people tend to say it is. And a lot of people say it's the best video game ever when no.
What are some better JRPGs than Final Fantasy VII?
Final Fantasy IX.
In Colin's great list.
Final Fantasy IX. Chrono Trigger. I don't play a lot of JRPGs, so those are the two that that like immediately jump to mind without me having to think about it because I don't play a lot of JRPGs, so I don't know like off the top of my head like any others that I can think of just lickety split, but like the two that immediately jump to mind are Final Fantasy IX and Chrono Trigger. I never played Xenoblade Chronicles, so.
We still don't know the exact location. So I'm looking for anywhere the lab might hook up with the sewers.
Final Fantasy IX is so slow though. Like it really is quite slow.
Yeah, but I still like it better than Final Fantasy VII.
No problem.
The characters are more likable. The art style is better. I like the story a lot better. The main villain is actually a character as opposed to Sephiroth, who is a character for like 30 minutes and then it's like, okay, and now I'm just evil bad guy now.
He flies around and has superpowers.
Yeah. He has a tragic backstory that takes like 30 minutes to get through, and there you go. That's everything you ever need to know about Sephiroth. Ever. He's not exactly deep. Oh, Final Fantasy VI is better than Final Fantasy VII. Not for the same reasons I'm listing for Final Fantasy IX, but I think the combat is better in 9. I do like Kefka better than I like Sephiroth, but that's because he's just weird. and doesn't give a fuck. It's great. The translation actually did a lot to make Kefka likable, because apparently he's not very popular in Japan because he's sort of bland. But Ted Woolsey is just like, oh, this weird dude. He's a weird clown dude. So I'm gonna make him like really weird and out there. And it turned out that was the correct call to make, as far as making a weird ass villain is concerned. I tried to dodge out of that. Did not work.
Stop getting hugged to death.
I am kind of excited to see
here.
what's like how badly they screw up Left Alive, because like it's such a perfect like idea for something that would sell really well if they like put money into it. Like, people love Metal Gear Solid. Let's make our own. We'll get the artists back. We'll get all the character designers. Like, all those people got fired, so we'll just hire them. Like, that's such a smart decision. But it's shocking that they would like not try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all you have to do is try. And honestly, and maybe they did. Maybe Japanese reviewers are just bad at video games. Lord knows American reviewers are. So I don't know, but
the controversy of the guy who couldn't beat the tutorial of Cuphead. I'm just gonna put that out there. I love it though. I love how people got really upset that like game reviewers aren't good at playing video games. That's a big controversy. That should be banned. You should be good at video games if your job is to play video. No, it really isn't. Do you know how many video games that these people have to play in a given day?
The review of I think it was IGN. They put out a review of Resident Evil 2 where they said you had to beat both stories to do the second route, and that was like a big problem that they had with the game, but it's not true. Like, and it tells you that when you beat one of one of the stories, it's like choose.
Oh, was that not
like
was that not ranked?
Oh no, I guess not.
There is a boy in these sewers.
There's a boy in the sewers.
Oh yeah, I remember this part. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad Resident Evil 2, the remake, turned out great, because that's a good game.
That's super good. I've played a little bit of it. I didn't get too far into it because I feel like I used too much ammo trying to kill zombies, which is a mistake. Because I'm not used to playing survival horrors. I've never really played any. Oh.
I'm pretty sure it has the same thing 4 did, where like, if you use all your ammo, you're more likely to find more ammo. Because 4 had a scaling like difficulty.
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't actually played 4 too much. I played up to the first boss in 4, and then I was like, wow, this game's rad, and then I never played it again.
You didn't even get to fight Tiny Napoleon.
No, I didn't get to fight Salazar, no. But everything I've heard about that game fucking rules, and I want to play. I bought it. I have bought it for the PlayStation 4. I bought a physical copy not too long ago for like $10. So,
it's fun, and there's a reason that like for years and for like a decade after, right? Like Capcom kept trying to like replicate it.
Yeah, like 4, 5, like 5 and 6 are basically. We're trying to recreate the lightning in a bottle that was Resident Evil 4. And,
yeah, and Revelation as well.
I played a bit of 5 with a friend, and it was fun. I enjoyed what I played of 5. I enjoyed what I played of 5, but I also was playing it co-op, and I never beat it. We got up to like the big bug thing, and that was it.
It is really bad single player because the AI partner is just not.
Oh God! Oh, what is going on? Oh jeez!
With this boss fight. Oh, your game broke. Okay. You ended up outside, I guess.
Yeah.
Outside the buffer.
Yeah.
I remember having a lot of trouble with this this fight here. I got stuck for ages when I first played this. These things just take a bunch of hits, and it was annoying.
I'm glad everybody was having the same reaction as I was. Oh, that's right. If you don't kill the little gecko, they come out as an enemy. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Fucking A rank, hell yeah.
Good work. Bayonetta would be proud of you.
I like how this kid has 2 sets of subtitles for what he's actually saying and what he's supposed to be saying.
Call me Raiden. My name George, like Georgetown. George. And just like all damn America president. Yeah. So what are you doing here?
I love
It's
George.
just like Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
You lose the map of Ninja Hideout, Ninja Man? No, I'm looking for bad guys.
To be fair, the games that support 480p look decent on modern displays if you have component cables or an HDMI adapter. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of PlayStation 2 games look fairly good too if you buy a decent upscaler.
Yeah, it's true. GameCube games looked good as well.
Yeah.
Dreamcast not so much, but
yeah, I guess. I never really got into the Dreamcast thing, especially since everybody was like, Sonic Adventure 2 is one of the best games on the Dreamcast, and I fucking despise Sonic Adventure 2. not as much as I
wonder why.
Not as much as I despise Sonic Adventure 1, but as Sonic Adventure 2 is pretty bad.
Big the cat like kill your dog.
Yeah. Why you hate Sonic, Colin? Why you gotta hate Sonic? Why you gotta hate Sonic?
I don't know, maybe it's because the only good Sonic the Hedgehog games have been Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Generations. And Sonic Colors, that's right. Sonic Colors also exists, that's right. Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Okay, well that's not true, but like, because there's more than that.
Yeah, I mean there's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay. Point taken. How did I forget Shadow the Hedgehog?
I still admit that of like the GameCube era Sonics, it's the best one.
Let's do
a low bar, but it's slightly better than the other ones.
Okay,
hey,
so
let's do a let's play of Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sure, why not?
So you were wondering why I don't like Sonic Adventure 2. Well, because you spend only a third of the time playing as Sonic, and the other two modes are really fucking bad, and all of the boss fights basically equate to spam homing until you win, except for the ghost thing in Knuckles' place, and the final shadow fight where the trick is to let him get ahead of you and then spin dash into him, and that's the only real bit of strategy.
Okay, Colin. I understand how you feel about Sonic Adventure 2, but on the flip side, Sonic Adventure 2 is one of the few games that lets you do some crazy shit.
Also,
if you're willing to give it a shot.
Also, the game really focused on Chow raising, and I still do not see the point of buying a game to play a different game that is just basically a Tamagotchi.
You say that like Tamagotchi are not incredibly amazing.
Okay, but here's the thing: if I wanted to play a fucking Tamagotchi, I would go out and I would buy a $5 Tamagotchi, and then that would be infinitely better than having to suffer through the rest of Sonic Adventure 2 just to have your Tamagotchi be any good.
Let's never forget all the shitty Digimon games where you have to pay $60 to get your Tamagotchi RPG. That's just awful.
Cyber Sleuth fucking rules though. Like Cyber Sleuth is legit really good, and I love Cyber Sleuth.
So that's one game that they made in what, 2 decades?
I haven't played the other ones. I'll say
terrible.
that. But Cyber Sleuth fucking rules.
I'm kind of curious about the new one they're making. That's like a strategy RPG.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That looks interesting.
Yeah. It's like some kind of weird, like, visual novel RPG survival horror game? I don't know. It looks weird. But I guess that could be interesting. But, like, Digimon World's terrible, and then they made a bunch of sequels, and they're also all terrible. But they were very popular in Japan, which is why they kept making them. But, like, man.
Oh, I unlocked a trophy. I don't know what this is for, but I got one.
You don't run from chance.
Somebody look up that was what I did to earn that, because that was.
You can engage if you wish. It is your choice.
50 executions.
Okay.
You're under attack.
The Tails and Eggman levels in Sonic Adventure 2 are quite bad.
Yes,
true.
They are. I would rather play the Knuckles and Rouge levels than I would the Tails and Robotnik levels, because I don't have to. Because with Tails and because at least with them, I don't have to deal with an annoying sound constantly.
And just mod it in with something else in the PC version.
Yes, that PC version that I own.
I do own.
Probably only like $5.
Hey, you know what? Sonic Adventure 2 is not as good as 1 because it doesn't have fishing. And I think we can all agree on that.
No, Sonic Adventure 1 is better than Sonic Adventure, or is worse than Sonic Adventure 2 because it has fishing. Hold on a second.
I can't believe you don't like Big the Cat, voiced by Duke Nukem himself.
Yep. It's a shock.
And his final boss, where he fishes a frog out of a big monster made of water.
I mean, fishing games tend to be fucking ridiculous, so it's not exactly like a surprise.
They need to make like some kind of like hunting sim horror game or fishing horror game or something like that. Like, you have to hunt haunted deer.
Didn't Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2010 get pretty close to that?
2013 especially got pretty close to that, because 2013 is about hunting down like a fucking magic lion or some shit.
That's true, but 2011 is the one that has like horror audio logs, like of people like getting scared of wolves. It's really funny.
Yeah. I mean, wolves are pretty scary.
Yeah, and you have to manage your ammo and stuff, and like the plot is about like bioweapons. Yeah, it's weird.
Dang, if I had gotten one more Zandatsu, I would have been able to S-rank that. I was trying really hard to get that last to get another Zandatsu, but it didn't happen.
The biggest problem with Knuckles in Sonic Adventure 2 is like you have to get the shards in order, which sucks.
Yes, that would have been much improved if you could just get them in whatever order.
In the first one, you can get them whenever. But
Sonic Adventure 1, because I aired my grievances with Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 1 sucks because it has a pointless overworld, which it's literally there just to drag out the game. It's really like it's small, but it's like really confusing on where to go to next at any given point during that game. And once again, you only play for Sonic for a short amount of time. However, at least it's where it succeeds that Sonic Adventure 2 fails is at least most of the characters are built around speed and not around just fucking being like having a shitty ass gimmick.
I barely remember any of the gimmicks except for fishing and Sonic runs fast. There's 4 other characters. I don't remember. What they do.
There's fishing, Sonic runs fast, Tails races Sonic and Robotnik one time, and Emerald hunting. Amy outruns big old robot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then there's
you also
there's
play as a robot.
Yeah, then there's that one, which is it's better than it's slightly better than the Tails and Robotnik shit, but not by much.
But we can all agree that the fishing is, of course, great.
No, we can all say that the fishing is god awful, and I fucking despise it.
He's gotta save Froggy.
He has one boss fight, and it's a fishing boss fight. How do you even fucking do that?
That's the best part.
Talon, question, Talon. Have you never actually played like a fishing game?
I've played a lot of fishing mini games in
like an actual for real fishing game.
No, I've never played a Big Bass Hunter 2012.
Because Froggy, Big's entire thing is staid and relaxed compared to what fucking fishing games can actually turn out to be.
There's a Wii game that's like spear fishing, and you just throw spears at fish from a boat, and it's depressing. But man, I always thought that because there's those what were they called, carnivores, right? Where it's a hunting sim, but it's dinosaurs. Like you could do a lot with that. Like have them hunt like mythical things. Have like hunting I don't know, a griffin or something, but like with your stupid licensed 40 cal rifle or whatever instead of Gerald doing it. Like, you know, there's a market.
Boss fights where you have to fish up like sharks and shit.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds great.
And the final boss is a whale. You have to fish up a whale.
Most any UG should suffice. Tripod or the like.
You have to fish up the great sea beast that killed your
family. And from the way the video is cut when the cinematic shows off the whale, you'd think the whale killed your dad.
Alright, let's give it a shot.
See, that would be great. Moby Dick Simulator. That's what we need.
Yeah, maybe they can put it in the next Yakuza game. I mean, you do everything else in those games.
You do fish in Yakuza, don't you?
Yeah, you do. There's a whole side quest involving sushi in Yakuza 0 where the guy's like, I want some more and different fish so that way I can make some really good ass sushi. And he's like, well, the only way I can do that is if you fish them for me. But I'll like give you the sushi at cost if you fish this fish for me.
Honestly, at this point with the next Yakuza game, I'm half expecting there's just going to be a fully functional like Armored Core game in there.
I mean, probably there's a pretty
does at some point.
There's a pretty in-depth like mini like RC racer thing in them.
Yes, that's true.
In the next Yakuza, Kiryu gets into Beyblades.
It would not surprise me. You
gotta press X to part the Red Sea like Moses.
Kiryu gets more into the fucking into RC racing than anything I've ever seen him do. He emotes more for RC racing than he does for like having to prove his innocence that he did not kill a man.
I'll make you an offer. in cash. He gets excited about calling ladies on the phone. Gets excited about that. He's never successful, but he's excited. I hope that they put I hope they put the other Yakuzas on PC. I think that would be nice.
That would be
even the crappy ones, even bad ones.
From what I hear, that's the entire reason why they're remaking 3, and then they'll probably end up just porting 4 and 5, or whatever ones they haven't ported already.
They're not remaking 3. They're just
no. They're remaking 3. They're making a Kiwami 3.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, cool.
They're cutting out a bunch of really transphobic shit out of it too. So.
There was transphobic shit?
Yeah, there's in Yakuza 3 there's this entire side quest where a crossdresser wants to kiss Kiryu, but and it's treated as like this really like they keep misgendering her, and they're playing it up for like laughs and haha, she's so gross, or I guess since they're misgendering, he's like, he's so gross, lol, look at him, he's a sexual deviant, he dresses up, he wears dresses and he wants to kiss men, that's so awful. And they have just agreed that it is for the best that they just cut that entire fucking quest out.
Oh, fair enough.
And then it gets added back in as DLC, except now it's an actual romance subplot for Kiryu.
I mean, that would rule. That would fucking rule, actually.
Kiryu is officially he is a virgin officially.
But he has a son in 6.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. I thought
It's not his son. It's Haruka's son.
Oh.
He just takes care of the child like a son, but it's not his son.
Are they making these kids into
that'd be fucked up if because no, it's Haruka's son with someone, and then the father is a twist later, etc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody knows who the father is, and she's in a coma or something. So
the father is Majima.
But so Kiryu's got to go figure it out now that he's an old man of like 45, which in anime terms means you're close to death.
Yeah. Yep. You basically have both feet in the grave at that point.
Either the old master or he's close to death. One or the other.
But I want a PC port of Dead Souls. That's what I want. I want to play the zombie one on PC. I feel like it might actually be more playable with a mouse and keyboard than it was on console. It'll certainly run better.
Beep boop. I'm a gecko. I'm a weird ass hand thing. Whoop beep. I love how you can just act super weird and nobody gives a shit because this is just how geckos are.
These guys are pretty jumpy now.
It's a weird hand robot. It's just how it is.
He's just
a
weird.
They sell them as pets on the Home Shopping Network.
Then an electric shock should knock them unconscious.
I forget what I'm doing here.
Did you get the achievement for the gecko?
No. What is the achievement for the gecko? Also, my cat is really interested
You have to make friends with all 5 secret gecko in this one section.
Oh, okay. My cat is really interested in watching the gecko move around, which I guess makes sense.
Can I eat this?
How do I make friends?
Press triangle.
Any funny business?
Oh, okay. They don't tell you that in the controls how to make friends.
How do I make friends? Attack!
I thought attack was a context-sensitive thing, and when I attacked it, it would instead be a hand wave. But no.
Now it's a friend. So there's 5 of them.
1, 2.
Plus, if you feel like it, you can jump up on those soldiers and give them a kiss.
3. Alright, I saw one over here before I had to restart. Or now I just need to find the last one. The last one. That's not the last one. I already did that guy. What? Why was that suspicious behavior? What? What did
because you're getting because you're close to the thing.
Oh.
You got too close to the server room, and they're not supposed to let anyone in the server room. So what is this thing doing over here? It's not supposed to be here. That's why.
Okay. Where the fuck is this last one?
There, you can't do it once you've gone into alert.
Oh. No,
They won't be
no.
friendly anymore.
Oh, okay. I need to find all 5 of them then. So here's the first one. The second one's over here. Is the second one in this?
Pretty jumpy now.
No.
Any funny business, and they might just open fire. Try latching onto cyborgs' heads from behind. Then an electric shock should knock them unconscious.
Okay. Let's go up here. Get number 3. Then there's this one over here for 4. I still have no idea where the 5th one is. Be the 5th one. The 5th one. I got that one already. Can you look up on a guide, tell me where it is? It's like, I have no fucking clue. Oh, there it is. I found it. Never mind. Oh, boy. There we go. Ow. Alright, well I can restart this, because I think this is actually timed. Isn't this timed for a rank?
Haha, splendid! It is all ours. Now, use it to locate a data input terminal. These guys are pretty jumpy now. Any funny business, and they might just open fire. Try latching onto cyborgs' heads from behind. Then, an electric shock should knock them unconscious.
What? Where the fuck is this data terminal even?
Haha, splendid! It is all ours. Now, use it to locate a data input terminal. These guys are pretty jumpy now. Any funny business, and they might just open fire. Try latching onto cyborgs' heads from behind. Then, an electric shock should knock them unconscious.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, okay. No? Oh, I think I go up there? Yeah, I go up there, okay.
Haha, splendid! It is all ours. Now, use it to locate a data input terminal.
These guys are pretty jumpy now. Any funny business, and they might just open fire.
Try latching onto cyborgs' heads from behind. Then, an electric shock should knock them unconscious.
Alright. What? Ah, it doesn't matter. Hell yeah! S rank. S rank to that fucking gecko section.
That terminal is most likely to download mission data and such into the UGs. Let's try using it to access the lab server. Raiden, I found something. In one of the Sentry Cyborg's visual
I feel like you could have improved this cutscene if the gecko, while trying to stick that cable in, had to flip it back over to the original config before it went in.
Yes.
Send us what you do have. We've already commenced the planning. The Sears program? Same old Georgie boy used on the kids in Liberia. Of course, it's widespread.
USB plugs exist in 4 dimensions. Only 4? That's right. There's no real boss in this level. There's a weird enemy that just becomes like a minor enemy by the next level, and then that's it.
Do not have the full quantity yet. Each brain has its own unique requirements. It's not like we can just pop them out with an ice cream scoop. All right, you've made your point.
Now I just gotta wait.
Thank you for understanding.
Send what you have now and destroy any unharvested inventory.
Okay? But have you any idea what they cost?
Last I checked, children weren't exactly rare in this part of the world. Millions of them, in fact.
Man, cyborg vision sucks.
Yeah.
They lead lives of hunger and pain. We're performing
I wonder if Raiden's cyborg vision is any better than this because of his advanced technologies.
Well, it's not so much that his technology's advanced, as that people were willing to spend more than $5 on him. Capitalism at its finest.
I've got a full slate today. Tecumseh is a demanding mistress, and America has suffered long enough.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me see you out.
You see that, Kev? Inmani's killer.
Desperado's chief of operations goes by Sundowner, the Californian wildfire.
The kids.
Think we're too late?
Only one way to find out. George was still alive. Maybe the payment hasn't come through yet.
Maybe. But you heard what he said. They've already started some brains on VR training.
There must be more than just what I found here. What about the VIP in the suit?
I'll find out. He definitely seemed familiar.
Right. I'm going after the kids.
Alright, let me... Can I not upgrade Raiden? Oh wait, yes, here, customize. Yeah, it's fine, I can... Fuck it, whatever, we just hit a checkpoint anyway. I think I'm gonna call it here once I buy the wig and some other stuff. I've got a bunch of money. And then, oh, it's just an alternate skin. Okay. Oh, I can buy one more enhancement. Oh, no, I can't. It's 20,000, not 2,000. Okay. I don't think I can buy anything for 2,000. Yep, alright. Alright, I think we're done for the night. I've done quite a bit. I even unlocked a trophy. I wasn't expecting to do that tonight. So, you know, progress. Technically, one whole bronze trophy. Oh boy. Later.